As its name suggests, the Newfoundland was developed on the coast of Newfoundland. Here the agreement about its origin ceases. Although it ultimately traces back to the Tibetan Mastiff, no actual record exists of Tibetan Mastiffs being brought to Newfoundland. Some authorities believe that it descends from the Tibetan Mastiff by way of the Great Pyrenees. In 1662, the first permanent colony at Rougenst was settled, complete with Great Pyrenees dogs. These dogs were crossed with black English retrievers belonging to English settlers. Some husky blood may also have been introduced. Whatever the ingredients, the result was a massive water-loving, cold-resistant dog found in either solid black or black and white coloration. The latter lens in Newfoundland was only identified in 1779. The Newfoundland name predates it only by a few years, named after an individual dog called Newfoundland. The Newfoundland distinguished itself as an all-purpose water dog, hauling heavy fishing nets through the cold water and saving many people from watery graves. Its work didn't stop on dry land. Here it served as a draft dog and pack animal. European visitors were so impressed that they returned to Europe with many specimens, and it is here that the breed first entered the show ring. The export of dogs from Newfoundland, along with laws forbidding ownership of more than one dog, drove the breed's numbers down in its place of origin. The breed's stronghold switched to England, and American fanciers resorted to replenishing their stock with English dogs. After World War II, the tables turned, and American Newfoundlands were responsible for reviving the decimated English stock. Recovery in both countries is now complete, and the Newfoundland is one of the more popular of the giant breeds of dogs. Although the solid black color is most identified with the breed, the black and white Newfoundlands, dubbed Landseers after the well-known artist who first portrayed them, are also popular. The ancestors of the Shetland sheepdog were the herding dogs of Scotland that also provided the basis for the collie and border collie. Some of these dogs were quite small, measuring only about 18 inches in height. The Shetland sheepdog almost certainly is derived from these early collie-type dogs, which then were further developed on the Shetland Islands. Some Iceland dogs may have also played a role, and perhaps even a black and tan King Charles Spaniel. The scarcity of vegetation favored smaller animals, and the dogs needed to herd them were proportionately smaller. In a land with few fences, an adept herder was essential to keep livestock away from cultivated land. As an all-around farm dog, they herded not only sheep but also ponies and chickens. In some remote areas, it was customary to keep all animals in the family's home building during winter, and an amiable herding dog no doubt worked their way right into the family part of the home. The British naval fleet used to frequent the islands for maneuvers, and often bought puppies to take home to England. Early dogs were referred to as tunny dogs, tune being the local Shetland word for farm, but they later became known as Shetland collies. Collie enthusiasts objected to the name, so it was changed to Shetland sheepdog. Dogs of this breed are far more often referred to by their nickname of Sheltie, however. Following the immense popularity of the collie, the Sheltie became the answer to the family wanting a loyal, striking pet of smaller size, and they are one of the most popular breeds in the world. The Shetland sheepdog is often extremely bright, extremely sensitive, and extremely willing to please. This combination makes for a dog that can be very amenable, quick to learn, and devoted to their family. They are not only gentle, playful, amiable, and companionable, but also can usually get along well with children, although they may nip at heels in play. They can be reserved and often timid towards strangers. They tend to bark a lot. The Sheltie is energetic, but their exercise needs can be met with a good walk, short jog, or active game and training session. Their thick coat needs brushing or combing every other day. Major concerns: dermatomyositis. Minor concerns: CEA, PRA, trichiasis, cataract, CHD, hemophilia, hypothyroidism, leg pirths, patelluxation, allergies. Occasionally seen: PDA, deafness, epilepsy. Suggested tests: eye, Hip. Lifespan, 12 to 14 years. Note, may be sensitive to ivermectin.